Off the heels of an amazing WWE Clash of Champions, where all championships were defended, at the end was a shocking ending that the Fiend had strike and target the Universal Champion. Which Universal Champion was Seth Rollins or Braun Strowman. We'll tell you more on the show. Plus, Book T wants to manage a team currently out there right now that he can put his hands on and give him that extra up. And other news, as SmackDown continue as a shocking return from one of the SmackDown stars who hasn't appeared on the show within 15 years, make a monumental challenge that many people didn't see coming against WWE Champion Kofi Kingston. But have this in mind when the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. The Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Hidden Dix here. Thank you all once again for watching the Pro Wrestling Show, even for our predicted outcome for the Clash of Champions, where it's still growing, and thank you all for watching. Thank you for watching here on Connect. But first thing first, hit that subscribe button and like the Pro Wrestling Show. We're going to give you more content. Content is key here on Pro Wrestling Show. Down the road, we're going to give you more content. We want to make more projects come along down the road, just trying to figure out the shows. But we thank you here for watching the Pro Wrestling Show here, your destination, your weekend destination here on the mothership of Connect TV, the network, the social media meets entertainment, and sports entertainment is that. And like I said, first things first, join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Let's get to it. Let's get to the Raw Ring Report. All right. On the Raw Ring Report this week, we talked about it earlier on the show where the Fiend had strike at Clash of Champions. The Fiend was telling people on his 5-5 Funhouse that he was going to strike either the Universal Champion, whoever that may be, in Hell in a Cell. And man, the Fiend had strike. He striked on Seth Rollins as Seth Rollins was a successful title defense against Braun Strowman. And the early on part of the show, where him and Strowman were tag team champions, they lost the titles to Rude and Ziggler. We'll get to that later on in the show with what happened with that. But Seth Rollins prevailed and still Universal Champion. And now he must go on to meet the Fiend at Hell in a Cell on Sunday, October 5th. Wow. The Fiend is striking. The Fiend laid a message that he wants to be Universal Champion at any means necessary. And he's playing with Seth Rollins' emotions to see if Seth Rollins will be a cowardly champion going into this match in Hell in a Cell. And can he overcome those fears and retain that championship that he so proudly had won at SummerSlam against Brock Lesnar? Let's talk about that later on in the end with Seth Rollins was in action himself. Also, new tag team champions were crowned from both Raw and SmackDown, where Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler won the titles, as we mentioned, from Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. And the new SmackDown tag team champions, the Revival, came together and had a tag team summit to brag about becoming world tag team champions for their brand. But you got to remember, the Revival are still members of the Raw brand, but they just won the SmackDown titles. So does that make them now exclusive to SmackDown or what? Just that. But all of a sudden, Braun Strowman came out and destroyed the tag team champions, the Raw tag team champions, and the SmackDown tag team champions lane. Braun Strowman, he forgot about what had happened, and he got some actions to ground with Rude and Ziggler for losing the tag team titles the way he did. So speaking of tag team action, the 6-man tag team way, as AJ Styles and his team, the OC, Anderson Gallows, went against Cedric Alexander and his team of the Royal Raiders. I just call, I forgot they new names, but I just call it Hanson and Rowan. They just didn't go with the old names that they already been known for. But at the end, So AJ Styles did the same thing he did at Clash of Champions 24 hours, previous 24 hours, and hit the phenomenal forearm on Cedric Alexander and got the win. Then people are saying that Cedric Alexander is getting demoted in a way because of Mr. McMahon, some feeling that he don't like about Cedric. I don't get that Mr. McMahon trying to, bury Cedric, like they say. So, also, speaking of that, 24/7 title shenanigans continue as R-Truth continued on shenanigans. When he went and met with Kane, who now comes from Glenn Jacobs, the mayor, actually is a mayor. And, Kane had won the championship. Now he's the first active mayor to win the 24/7 championship in WWE history. Kane throughout the night was playing with R-Truth and showing around, got pinned. Kane won the title. Kane lost the title, and that was it. And that wasn't it for Kane. But we'll tell you later on what had happened to Kane. So, Maria continues to play mind games after the Street Profits had hosted a baby shower for Maria, with everyone's guessing who's the baby dad. Mike even was guessing he was the baby dad, but Maria said, "You're not the baby dad." And Maria started pointing that Ricochet was the dad, and Ricochet was trying to look confused, like, what is he doing? And Maria name dropped him. And so Mike challenged Ricochet to a match, and Ricochet beat Mike. And Mike, Ricochet was trying to tell Mike that he wasn't the dad, and Maria was saying that she was just doing it to motivate him and get, lit fire in his blood. That didn't work out, and all of a sudden, the return of Rusev returned as Maria named him the baby dad. How could that be possible when Rusev is married to Lana? So Rusev and Lana having marital problems, or what? I don't think that is, but I don't know. Maria just keeps on name dropping men after men after men. I don't think Rusev is Maria type, to be honest with you, but hey, I think Lana is more Rusev type. Rusev wouldn't be married to Lana if he wasn't. I'm not saying dudes do what dudes do, but that happens. But I don't think Rusev would do something like that. He would want to do something with Lana. I know that for a fact. Also, the Authors of Pain return. This is a night of returns. You got Kane, the Authors of Pain, and Rusev returning. And Authors of Pain just doing a quick promo, wearing suits and stuff, like, tired of their old school gimmick. I like the gimmick they have the guards, but now they want to be hitmen and stuff. So, we'll see how this fills out. Also, another women's tag team match as women's tag team champions, the current women's tag team champions, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, who successfully defended their championships against Fire Desires, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville, went against the first and inaugural women's tag team champions, Sasha Banks and Bayley, with this new attitude, new style, new attributes, and back and forth. The match was that until Sasha did the bank statement and got the win, defeating Nikki Cross. Sasha Banks looking for a role after she won her match, but she never won the title, and against Becky. And Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch went at it. Bayley went at it with Charlotte. It was just four horsewomen squaring off once again. And later on the show, Sasha Banks wanted a rematch with Becky Lynch, the women's champion, for the women's title. And then next thing you know, Becky Lynch comes out, issues her own challenge to Sasha, saying she accepts what she wants to do in Hell in a Cell. So this is going to be the second women's match in Hell in a Cell. Sasha Banks making history even more. That couple of years ago, she was the first woman to go through Hell in a Cell. And now she's going back in Hell in a Cell for women's title. Can Sasha win it this time against Becky Lynch? But Becky Lynch looks determined to ever with this steel chair. But we'll see. Also, Baron Corbin wins the King of the Ring tournament over Chad Gable. It was a long, saw-out match. Baron Corbin got this far from the Raw side. Chad Gable got this far from the SmackDown side. And they met. They were supposed to do it the Clash of Champions, but due to time constraints, that didn't happen. So Raw was enough time and enough restraints on it. And Baron Corbin won with deep six and got the win. and earned himself the notch of King of the Ring, the moniker King of the Ring. And Baron Corbin becomes the King of the Ring. But there be a tie, King Corbin or King Baron. I like King Baron better. What you people think out there? You tell us what you think out there on comment. Leave a comment about what you think about King Baron or King Corbin. I like King Baron better. Also, yeah, finally, Universal Champion Seth Rollins goes one-on-one against new Raw Tag Team Champion Bobby Roode. One-on-one. It was an instant classic. Back and forth. Match was, ground and pound into the end until Seth Rollins got the win. And 1, 2, 3, Seth Rollins getting the win over Bobby Roode from the previous night. And Bobby Roode won the World Tag Team title from Seth Rollins to Seth Rollins getting his revenge. Then come out of nowhere. No, he didn't pin him. Dolph Ziggler ended it and broke it up, and that was it. And then Kane came out there. The OCG came out there. Kane kind of evened up the odds. Everyone, AJ Styles, the new World Tag Team Champions, Bobby Roode and Ziggler, and Kane was left out. Kane was about to throw his fire, but I kind of had a feeling the Fiend was going to come out there. Kane was going to do his fire, bring to the Fiend, came out there and made other plans. The Fiend attacked Kane, and the Fiend added Kane to a list of legends that he already decimated with Kurt Angle, with Mick Foley, with Jerry the King Lawler, and with Finn Balor. He decimated them and left them off to the pasture. And now the Fiend adds Kane to that list. The Fiend got sending them more a message. And looked at Seth Rollins, like Seth was kind of looking scared, timid, and looking didn't know what to do. So Seth Rollins got to overcome. He's gonna keep his time. He got to overcome the Fiend in order to do so. So hey, you got to wonder too, why did Stone Cold Steve Austin or the Undertaker didn't do the job for the Fiend and put him over? You got to wonder about that. Well, we'll never know. I got clues that Stone Cold said, Undertaker said, but you can tell the Fiend was that. All right, that is the Raw Ring Report. Let's move over to the SmackDown Ring Report. All right, on the SmackDown Ring Report, the New Day kicked off the show with a 6-man tag team match. It's like a repeated cycle message over and over again, where the New Day went against Red Order and new SmackDown tag team champions, the Revival. Match 6-man tag team action at its best. At the end, the New Day wins with Kofi hitting the kick over the Revival number. So instantly the music plays. Brock Lesnar comes out there. There was rumors and reports that Brock Lesnar was going to show up on SmackDown for some reason, somehow. He got done with Raw business. Now he want to be on the SmackDown side now. And Brock challenged Kofi Kingston to a match on SmackDown when it premieres on Fox October 4th for their huge mega show for the title. And Kofi Kingston didn't flinch, didn't hesitate. He said, yeah, he'll take him on. Brock Lesnar grabbed Kofi Kingston and delivered the F5. And Brock Lesnar sent a message that he wants to be a 6-time champion in WWE. I think he held the WWE title about 3 times, and he won the held for a 4th time. So Brock wants to be a 6-time champion. In order to do so, he has to do what he has to do in order to win against Kofi Kingston. A lot of people saying this could be Kofi Mania could end and on Fox. The debuts on Fox. So we'll see Kofi going into this match. Slim pickings, no chance. All of them going to leave out WWE champion. Hey, it is. Also, Mike Cole interviewed Eric Rowan about his actions about doing what he did, perpetrating with Roman Reigns doing all this, doing all that. And Eric Rowan explained himself, and you got one Luke Harper back into the fray. So, what does the Bludgeon Brothers got to do with Danny Bryan and Roman Reigns? We'll see on that situation. Also, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental Champion, with Sami Zayn, his American spokesperson, came out there and attacked Ali. Ali was about to go against Nakamura, and all of a sudden, Sami Zayn was distracted and Nakamura with a knee strike. and Ali got attacked, got boom, 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 and this match got delayed for about 2 months. Now they want to bring it back into full circle. But Ali, a lot of people saying Ali's getting pushed because of Eric Bischoff and Mr. McMahon, really like the character and they want to push Ali. So we'll see what Prince Ali wants to, he takes it serious and become a champion in WWE. He could be the Intercontinental Champion. They should do that match on SmackDown when it's all permissions. Everything, Brock's getting a title shot. Why not get Ali a title shot? So, hey, to each his own. Also, Kevin Owens sits in the audience area with the WWE Universe watching the show. Shane McMahon notices it. And Shane McMahon gets served some papers. And Shane McMahon goes out to the ring and calls out Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens tells Shane McMahon that, hey, you got an ultimatum. Either you meet my demands and pay me, I'm gonna sue this company, or you resign. So Shane McMahon got a lot to do, a lot of things he got to worry about in the coming weeks. What he's gonna do. So Shane McMahon trying to figure out what's next for him and what's his next go around. So like, what it is. Also, Baron Corbin had his coronation before he got abruptly interrupted by Chad Gable. When Chad Gable crowned Corbin as the king and smashed the crown to Baron Corbin, King Corbin, whatever you want to call himself. He got his King of the Ring ceremony early disturbed by Chad Gable. So Heavy Machinery does quick work on the B Team, the former Raw Tag Team Champions. So Heavy Machinery trying to win squash matches like their counterparts, the Viking Raiders on Raw. And at the end was Roman and Harper, the Bludgeon Brothers, beat down Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns once again. Daniel Bryan was trying to talk some sense into Roman. Rollins just said, Rollins just destroyed him, and he would be controlled by everybody, and everybody don't think. So, hey, it is, but, every on SmackDown. So, that was it for the SmackDown report. All right, when we return on the Pro Wrestling Show, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what's going on with Hot Topics. A lot of Hot Topics going on. Don't want to miss it. Stay tuned here on the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, King Diggs here. Thank you all for watching. Hit that subscribe button here at Pro Wrestling Show. Tell a friend, call a friend, notify a friend. The Pro Wrestling Show is here. We are your wrestling content show here for you, review show. Thank you for watching here on Connect TV. Let's get to it. Let's get to Hot Topics. All right, Hot Topics this week. But first thing first, join that conversation too here at Pro Wrestling. All right, on Hot Topics, man. AEW has announced their new title of their show going to be. It's called, what it's going to be? Dynamite. So it's going to be Wednesday Night Dynamite on AEW on TNT. So AEW, with that cheesy name, Dynamite, we'll see. Hey, I kind of like it, but I think you should call it something else. Like, can you call it Combat or something? AEW Combat. That's somehow, one day you make that up to another second show. We'll is what it is on that. Also, King Booker. King Booker. Like, this is my favorite king of the ring. King Booker did his little radio show in Houston, and he was in a segment with the Street Profits, and Booker T said this about the Street Profits. Watch this.
I'm thinking about putting my name in to manage the Street Profit, bring these guys to the next level. You know what I mean?
How would you do it? How would you be a manager?
Just put a little bit more street on them. That's all. That's all. Just put more street on them. It'll be no playing, no jiving, just business. And that's the thing, you know. I love to entertain. That's one of the best parts about the business is going out and entertaining. But when you can go out there and really put them Fifth Ward beats on them boys, then it becomes something totally different. When the people look at you differently, other than just an entertainer, that's when it becomes something totally different to you when you go out and perform. You actually feel it in the soul, deep down in one's bones. And that's what I loved about the business. And I think that's what I could bring to Street Profit. These, you know, I watch Tez go out there, man, and the brother is very, very talented, agile, mobile, versatile, can do it all. But you got to know how to, you know, slow them down. You know what I mean? When you got your horses and they want to run, you know, real hard, you got to say, slow down, baby. You know what I mean? Let's do this to right. And that's what those guys need. So I'm thinking about putting my name in the hat. Maybe not manage, but just mentor or something like that. I remember Gary Hart said, you know, I'm not a manager, just an advisor. You know what I mean? So I think I might just want to be an advisor. You know?
But Gary Hart was like one of the greatest managers.
Yeah, but he was, you know. But that was off the record.
Right.
You know, we was talking to Gary Hart backstage, and you know, and he was saying, giving us some knowledge, and you know, and he was just saying, you know, I'm not, you know, a manager or anything, I'm just an advisor, you know. So he was just giving us knowledge. Can't remember what it was we was talking about, but it was some serious talk. You know, when you talk to Gary Hart, man, I love Gary Hart, man. He was a brother. You know, I mean, Gary Hart was, you know, I swear, man.
He had his past.
Man, he had so much soul, man. He had so much, you know, just rhythm. You know, everything he did was cool, and that's what I loved about Gary Hart. Brother was bad, man. We got a chance to work with him down there in Dallas, Texas, and you know, we worked for him for a minute. Me and my brother, you know, he bought our contract, you know, because we had a big angle going. You know, our mother had got sick. And then our sister ended up coming running down to the ring. It's like one of the most famous angles in global wrestling history. People still talk to me about it, still to this day, that angle we did when my sister came down. Mama. You know what I mean? We had to get out of the ring with Gary Hart ended up buying our contract, so he ended up taking care of all the medical bills. It was an awesome angle, actually. You know, we might use it in reality wrestling.
We might need to recycle that one.
Yeah.
What did you think though last night of getting to work with Street Profits and being King Booker?
You know, man. You know, King Booker is timeless. I love the fact that I can, still go out and be able to relive the greatest king. In my estimations, in my eyes, the greatest king of all kings of the ring tournaments. King Booker was the most memorable, the greatest reign as heavyweight champion. King Booker, the most royal, the most noble. I loved it, and then to get a chance to, I said, what you know, rub, you know, get these guys to rub. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, is getting the rub. You get somebody to rub, break them up, and hopefully they'll take it. And that last line, you know, was, hey guys, you know, get your mind right. It was you know what? It was a message there. I don't know if you guys caught the message, but that it had nothing to do with King Booker. It had nothing to do with anything but these guys. Hey man, it's time to stop playing. It's time to stop jiving. It's time to go out and claim the tag team division, you know, Harlem Heat style, by force, if need be. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You know?
Yes, you saw right there. Booker T said he wants to manage the Street Profits. And who can blame Booker T? The Street Profits are the hippest tag team there out, being there as Raw. And, down the road, they don't have to wrestle on Raw. But the Street Profits making some noise, and Booker T wants to join them side by side. Booker T just talking, but, Booker T, I can see them doing one special match or something down the road. Also, NXT did debut this past Wednesday on the USA Network. Well, hour one was devoted to USA, and hour two was devoted towards the network. A lot of people saying the network had problems with hour two, so like the glitches and stuff like that. The network streaming issues with that. But I saw hour one featured the women's match where Candice LeRae defeated Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and another lady. I forgot the other lady's name was. Y'all hit me out. The other lady. Who the other lady was? Well, it don't matter. She was the other lady, but Candice LeRae won, so she earned herself a women's championship match. And then against Shayna Baszler. And then was the North American Championship where the Velveteen Dream got defeated by Roger Strong, and Roger Strong completed the trilogy. The trilogy with the Undisputed Era having holding all the gold in NXT. So congratulations to Undisputed Era winning all the gold in NXT. Also, they said NXT did 1 million, which is good for a head start with AEW, which AEW Dynamite will start 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. We want to know from you, should we cover more wrestling topics like AEW, Impact, MLW, Ring of Honor? You just let us know. Leave a comment up there and you let us know. Should we cover more wrestling topics? We cover more wrestling topics. The show will be expanded longer. So we got to, we try to be on a time constraint too and stuff. So let us know on that. Also, former Ring of Honor, current Ring of Honor champion, Shane Taylor, who was the television champion, as him and Ring of Honor mutually agreed to part ways and buy out his contract. Now, this stems from when Shane Taylor was saying about Ring of Honor. I don't get it, and he probably think he worth way more now. He wants to get out his contract and go somewhere else. So we'll see. But it just kind of, it just don't look right. You gotta do business, finish your commitment, and then be done with it. It be like saying like Killer Cross. Killer Cross, the Impact sign saying he didn't want to finish all his commitments. He wanted to phase out, but Killer Cross saying that he didn't want to do this and do that. So it's just wrestling. You got to have communication at the end of the day. You got to communicate, whether you like it or not. You communicate over here, you need to communicate over there. So hey, just all over the place, communicating, stuff like that. So it's weird. Also, WWE Starrcade returning on December 1st, then returning to Atlanta for the event. So Starrcade come back, was in the Carolinas, now is going to Atlanta this year. I guess they're going to go to every stomping ground Starrcade had been through back in the WCW days. So Miss McMahon was not present in the Raw SmackDown tapings because he had his commitments to the XFL, but he had Raw executive director Paul Heyman and another producer, executive producer, even Kevin Dunn was in there. He had them running Raw, and on SmackDown, Bruce Prichard, Michael Hayes, Eric Bischoff, and another head was running SmackDown. So there's a lot of abrupt changes going on. Miss McMahon wasn't there, but he had his thing on the post, being on the phone with them constantly. Just check on his show. Also, rapper Offset appeared on SmackDown to welcome Charlotte Flair to the ring. Offset making his first WWE appearance on the show. So, hey, Offset doing what he's doing. So, let's see with that. And the Rock and Roll Express are coming to the NWA. They're going to be part of the NWA Atlanta show. So, hey, tickets still available for now. They can't. And you have to wonder. You know, they're doing it at studio, and people are saying Billy Corgan got all this money. He could have just done it where WWE used to do Atlanta. Like, I know you don't want it in the big ring. You don't want it in Phillips Ring. You don't want it where Starcade gonna be up there in the energy of Phillips Center where WWE had events like Armageddon and other places and stuff. And normally WWE be at the Phillips Ring for Raw, SmackDown, and they was there for SmackDown this past week in the Phillips in the State Farm Arena. And you telling me that you can't do what NXT do or Ring of Honor, go to center stage where WCW was play. That's your audience right there. If they clamoring to it, but that's how they roll in WWE. They think they can do it with a small set. I want to see how this looks. Studio wrestling. Joe Cornette made mention about studio wrestling. We'll see. But I think they should have had a center stage. It would have been more suited in center stage. They would have had more fit. It would have been more of an atmosphere, because they didn't want to be a studio, but you don't have to make a studio. Why you want to go studio when you can build it around? Like make it look like it's packed or something. But it is what it is. Also, and finally, Sasha Banks had an instant classic champion. A fan had energetically broke his hand into her thigh. Backside. Sasha didn't pay attention to it, but many fans made aware to her what had happened. And Sasha looking forward to suing the guy. I don't blame her. There could be sexual harassment at the police. And Sasha Banks, I tell you this, when you're a professional wrestling athlete, people want to gawk and look at you. And that's fine, Danny. But when it comes to touching somebody when they're trying to do their art and display, there's off limits. So that fan, he should get sued for tons of anything he done. I hope he do get sued by Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks should have put that nail in the hammer on him and finish him off with the base thing. That's what I would do. All right, everyone. Thank you all once again for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Diggs, as we will count down the days until AEW arrives and more. We'll have more wrestling news next week. We constantly do. This is the Pro Wrestling Show. I'll see you later.